come forward with this cake next week, and the pumpkin pie lovers might be persuaded to change camps. It's a caramel apple spice masterpiece, and Betheny Tomseth has a way that anyone can make this cake, and I mean anyone, because I was not just surprised, I was shocked to learn this is from a box. I know. I'm usually kind of a purist, but we were doing so many other elements in the cake that I wanted to keep it simple, and the spice cake boxes are pretty good. So
you're gonna give us a half thumbs up?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Spice cake box. You've enhanced it a little bit, right?
Yes, to make it really moist and a really good cake to work with. Okay. All I use is one box mix, and I doubled this recipe because I have 3 tiers here. Okay. A box mix. A box of butterscotch pudding. Oh. You just dump that right in. Okay. 4 eggs. It's a super moist cake. That's what makes it really moist. And this is also what makes it really moist, your sour cream. A cup of sour cream.
We hear about that in cookies, sugar cookies, that it's the secret ingredient that adds to that creamy texture.
It's
then
fantastic.
Just some oil down front.
Yep, half cup of oil, half cup of water, really easy.
There's your cake base, and you just baked it up as per instructions.
Yep, so you let it cook for about 40 minutes, then you bring it out, then you level it, and then, so to fill this, there's a lot of different components. Well, about 3 more different components. We have a homemade apple preserve, which is just made by slicing apples, and then cornstarch, brown sugar, and a pinch of salt and cinnamon. And then you cook it on your stove, and then you put it in your food processor. And it adds that amazing tartness, just like your apple does for your caramel apple. This does it for your cake.
Is this something you could save in the fridge and use as a spread later?
Absolutely. Kind of like apple butter.
Yeah.
Then we have a homemade caramel, which I am dying over.
Here's where the purist in her comes out. Homemade caramel.
So excited. Okay, so I heard that you can stick a can of sweetened condensed milk on a pot on the stove. And then you let it cook for like 4
hours. The can on the pot?
The whole can. You take off the label like this. Okay. You put it in the stove for like 4 hours. Make sure the water stays covered.
There's water in it. Okay.
For 4 hours, you let it go at a simmer, and then you take it off, and it looks like this.
It worked?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Caramel.
It's caramel.
Like so.
That's it.
So that's our homemade caramel.
That's all you do.
I can handle that.
So amazing.
I can handle that. So these are the layers that go in
These are the layers.
Okay. And a lot of people get intimidated at the thought of layering and filling a cake, but you've broken it down and say it's pretty easy if you just follow those steps.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to show you?
I do. I do want you to show me.
So we've got a bag of our Swiss meringue buttercream. I did a cinnamon Swiss meringue buttercream.
Hold on. Don't just glaze over that. A cinnamon Swiss meringue buttercream?
That's where you get the beautiful little speckles in the buttercream, isn't it? Oh, I can't even.
I feel like I gained a pound just saying the title of that frosting recipe. Okay, proceed.
Okay, so the trick is to put it in a piping bag and get a coupler. This is what you can kind of change your tips out with, and it creates the perfect measurement to make a nice dam around your cake here.
The coupler is that little edge there?
It's the little plastic thing right here.
The ring?
The ring, and it has a little lid on it. So look at that. It creates a really nice dam in there, right?
Yes.
And then you take your bag and you just kind of fill it in a little bit more. Not all the way, because you need room for the other stuff, right?
Is this the layer in between the first 2?
So I've already done the first one.
Already done, okay.
And then we're gonna smooth it out like this.
It starts with frosting. The layer starts with frosting.
Well, yeah, you have to have lots of frosting. Always, always, always. Right there. And then you're gonna take your preserve.
Here it comes.
Okay, you have to smell that, because it's amazing. It creates that really beautiful tartness.
That is amazing. That is amazing. That's fall in a bowl. In this case, fall on a cake.
Yeah. Okay, so that's on there. And then...
And we don't need to worry about it looking pretty. We're just going to cover it up with the next
typically it does, but I just got a little bit in there, but that's okay.
When I have the knife in my hand, it always looks pretty, and she's right.
Oh, watch this. This is so pretty. Watch this.
I can't believe that sweetened condensed trick.
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes.
Beautiful. I mean, you can just kind of drizzle it and leave it, but I like to spread it out because you know me. I like it to be perfect and even, and I'm all about distribution, even distribution of all the ingredients,
well,
right?
Every bite has to be treated equally, right? Every slice?
Of course. So now we're going to put our top layer on, and they've been chilled, so they're really easy to handle.
Okay.
Easy. You could even leave it like that, and then just pour your caramel over, and it'll be good.
Well, the naked cake is kind of a thing right now, right?
So this is the naked cake. This is a semi-naked cake, so we've got some frosting on there. And I'm gonna go easy. I'm gonna get my piping bag, and I'm just gonna kind of spread the frosting on that way. You can do it a couple different ways. Fill in there.
This seals it off, finishes it off.
Finishes it off.
Okay.
And then...
Can we get to the caramel on top?
Yep.
I'm really excited about that.
Okay, well, let me spread this out just a little bit so that we can pour it on.
She's like, don't rush me, don't rush me, an artist is at work.
Yeah, we have to have a nice clean surface to pour it on too.
Okay, so at least having the frosting all around one thin coat at least.
And I even chilled this before I spread that buttercream, or before I spread that caramel on there. Okay. Okay, so watch this. We're just gonna scrape it really fast.
Here it comes.
Look at that. That took like 2 seconds.
And I love how people really have embraced this more rustic,
It's
naked cake
amazing.
look. Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, now, and you can take a piping bag and kind of like put it right on the edge where you want it.
Or
just,
you can do this.
Just go for it. Use less than you need because otherwise it's gonna be all at the bottom of your cake.
Okay.
So this is pretty thick, so I think I'm pretty
small.
safe.
Don't get over generous and excited.
Don't go crazy, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I know I would. I have caramel dripping off every single crumb.
Yeah, so that's gonna continue to self-level. It's gonna start to drip.
And it just naturally falls.
Yep, and that's the beauty of it. That's the rustic beauty of it.
And look at the apple on top just for a finishing touch.
Done, bam,
Look
5
at that.
minutes.
It will drop. Do you chill it past that?
Yeah, I'll put it in the fridge if I need to.
To hold
Or I'll
for.
just stick my face in
It's
it
dripping.
afterwards.
Look,
that's okay.
it's dripping. It's starting to just do its thing, and it's beautiful, and it's going to taste just as good. We know it because Bethany's behind it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Greg.
You have a tutorial on this cake and many more on your YouTube channel.
Yes, I started a YouTube channel. I'm so excited about it. So we go in depth on this cake on how to make all the different components and how to make it just beautiful. I'm so excited about this new channel.
Where do we find you online?
I'm the Apothecakery on the YouTube channel.
Apothecakery. Look for the link on our website, studio5.ksl.com. We'll also post today's recipe for the spice apple cake that will wow and impress at any upcoming party or event you have.